Well, hello everyone. I'm Andy Asher, and I am editor of Bloomer Boomer, and this is a website for people 50 plus, and the shows are live on Facebook, YouTube, and on the bloomerboomer.com website. Now, we try to bring really great, fresh ideas from thought leaders and some smart people as part of our Plus 50 Good Life movement for growing older and better. And this week, we're talking to Yvonne Graber. She's an ambitious, hard-working, best described as an entrepreneur, a 65-year-old entrepreneur who continues to venture into new ideas and businesses. And she has another new one up her sleeve. And we'll be talking with Yvonne in just a minute, so stay right there. Well, we're back. Our guest, Yvonne Graber. You don't want to pigeonhole her because there is no simple description for her other than perhaps entrepreneur. And she's also a wife, a mother, an adventurer. Yvonne, thanks so much for joining us. And you've had several careers, and you've done so many different things in life, in the garment industry, in design. Is that where your foundation is, or is there something more to it than that?
Well, my foundation started off, yes. First of all, I want to say thank you, Andy, for having me on your show. And my foundation was a creative one. I was a designer for several years. That was my schooling background. And then I pursued a career in the garment industry for about 27 years, where I was director of manufacturing for children's wear, and I would travel country to country manufacturing. So I learned quite a bit within those travels about many different people, about how to deal with people, made me a better people person. And after that, I started again. I reinvented myself. I went into the computer business, where I would service clients with networks and computers, and I wanted to treat people the way that I would like to be treated, because I always found that when I was a client, that the IT people always treated you like you were stupid. And that's one thing I don't think that I am. And I found that's a very common situation amongst clients versus IT and geeks and nerds. So I went and I came up with basically the idea of the KISS method. Keep it super simple. When I would explain things to my clients, I did it in layman terms when they would ask me a question. Something as simple as Google, what's the difference between Google and Google Chrome? I said, yeah, well, okay, here's a simple explanation. Google Chrome and Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Safari, they are all called browsers. They are like highways, and they all have the exit Google on them. So Google is just like a bus stop or an exit on a highway. So they would understand when explained in simple layman terms. And that's how I had a successful business for 15 years in computers.
Well, that's quite an art to be able to keep things simple, as complex a world as it is in computers. And that's also a lesson for others not to treat someone as they're stupid, because they might be a lot smarter than what you think.
Most people are. They just don't know, that area. It's not their expertise. And look, I mean, I don't know your expertise, so how should you be expected to know mine? So that we help each other.
And that's true. And I think more and more things are getting a little bit better in that regard. Now, at this point in life, and I definitely want to get to your new product here, but at this point in life, do you feel at all that your aspirations and your ambitions are waning, or are they still going strong?
No, I think they're still going strong. I always, looking for that next adventure. You know, just because I'm 64, that doesn't mean I have to lay back and just relax. I'm a very active person. I go to the gym a lot, walking, physical activities. I love bicycle riding. I like to spend time doing those things and keeping active as well as working. It keeps your brain going. I don't want to develop memory loss, etc. as I get older. So I try to keep myself active, and having a new business to keep me interested and alive, so to speak.
Well, yeah, and how do you, you must at times face some setbacks. How do you dig out from those and decide, oh, darn, I'm not going to pursue this, because everybody does,
Look, in starting a new business, I'm sure everyone could identify, whoever started a business, that some days you just want to lay back and cry and say, throw in the towel. But then you got to pick yourself up again and start again, because, at the end, how should I say, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes it feels like they just keep moving that light a little further away, but,
yeah, that's true. Well, listen, you have that interesting purse hanging over your neck there, and I'm really curious about it. So, what is that all about?
This is called TravelEyez. This is my latest invention, and what it is, the two things that women especially go searching for most are their cell phone and their glasses. They're easily accessible, and they're right here. You also can put your passport in here. You can fit your makeup. You can put, if I take out the phone, I can put in, here's my credit cards. I can take some lipstick. I can put in, on the other side, I can take out my glasses, let's say, and I can put in, if I wanted to reach for, anything, I can even put in my charger for my cell phone, put in one side along with the with earbuds or anything else that you want to store.
The nice thing about that is if you're traveling, something like that, it looks like it's pretty secure on your shoulders, so somebody can't rip it off.
No, and especially if you're walking like this, and even your phone, you can have it just vibrating, and then you'll just feel it. You'll feel it, and you don't have to have it ring. And I can also take this out and put in. Let me just grab hold of. Let me see here. I have a display back here of different items. But here's my passport. Take my passport, and I slip it in there. Now, how convenient is that when you're traveling? You have your passport right here. You could put your documents, let's say your boarding pass, on the other side, and this way, it's easily accessible. You take your bag off, you put it on the conveyor belt when you're going through the X-ray. You could take the passport out, and you have it right here.
That's so convenient. And if you didn't already tell me, how did you come up with this idea in the first place?
Well, I was traveling a lot. And for my business, my old business in the garment industry, and I always used to have several different pair of glasses with me to match my outfits. I always used them as like an accessory. So I would take several pair of glasses. I'd have some jewelry that I wanted to take with me. I would have sunglasses, and I wanted a convenient way to store them in my suitcase and on my person, so that this way I could have them conveniently secure and nearby when I needed them. So I came up with the idea. I made a prototype. I had somebody do a prototype for me. We made some modifications on it. Then we came out not only with we have two sizes in the mesh. This is the larger size, and then there's a standard size, which is a little bit narrower, which is more for like the smaller cell phones and the smaller, like your eyeglasses. So I have a pair of glasses in here. And you could slip this even in your bag. And this way, it has a colored zipper, so this way it's easily accessible. So That's and I also have another. We came out with leather. Let me show you. The leather comes also in two colors. There's the black and there's a caramel color. And again, easy zip on and zip off. It's great for putting on the suitcase handle. You can put it on a baby stroller. You know, a lot of the mothers complain that the baby strollers only have cup holders. They don't have any place to put your cell phone. So I came up with this TravelEyez, fits around the handle of your stroller, and it's just easily accessible.
Well, very neat. Well, Yvonne, tell us where people who are interested can, learn more about you and more about your products.
Well, they can go to TravelEyez. That's TravelEyez.com. TravelEyez.com. They're sold on the web, and they can just go on there and order whatever they want.
Well, very good, very good. Well, thanks again so much. It's really neat, and I love your enthusiasm, and good luck on it.
Thank you very much.
Well, I hope you liked the show. We have other shows coming up, and with some amazing guests. You can visit us on Facebook, and you can see us on bloomerboomer.com. Thanks again for joining us. Bye-bye.